My name is Eli Oldfield. I'm lucky enough to be a homeowner in the city of Bremerton, and it's interesting to me that Wes brings up, bringing housing for our workforce and our families in Bremerton, and I don't really know of any working families that can afford the $1,400 a month studios that are going up next to the Roxy, but that's probably just me. I was actually lucky enough to move here in 2013 when rent was still affordable throughout the city. I had my pick of one bedrooms at $700 a month. And with just a few years of stable rent fresh out of college that were commensurate with middle income, regular jobs, my spouse and I were able to save up enough money to afford a down payment on what our friends half jokingly refer to as the last affordable home in Bremerton. As a homeowner, I pay taxes to support the services that every city needs, and I do so happily. I would gladly see an increase in my property taxes that the council projected in one of their, I believe it was Mr. Huddy, mentioned a figure of $50 per year per $200,000 value on your home. And that would be the increase we see if we switch to a 12-year instead of an 8-year. MFTE. I think that this 12-year with affordable units reserved would give people like me, young people who want to work and live here, families who want to stay here, the option to do that and to not be bled dry by increasing rent. I wouldn't still be here in the city and I wouldn't be a homeowner if I hadn't had the opportunity just due to market circumstances of having affordable rent. We don't have those market circumstances anymore. That's not existing. And we have elected our governing body to help our citizens who live here to stay here and to represent us when we're talking to companies who want to come develop here. Like I said, this MFTE with 20% of affordable housing, and I look at that $864 for a one bedroom. That's $164 more than I was paying for my rent just 3 years ago. And, I'm not low income. I work a middle income job. I, in fact, had to leave my Bremerton job for a Seattle job with better wages and actual benefits. But that's beside the point. Having affordable family units with these developments and the MFTE would allow other families, other young people, the teachers, the clerks, the service industry workers, healthcare workers, people who we need in our community to stay in our community. Where are they going to go if we don't do something to increase affordable units? And this isn't low income. I get that it's technically maybe low income, but $1,150 a month for two people is still a lot in rent. I hope that these opportunities are afforded to our citizens so they can become permanent members of our community, not be displaced, and maybe become homeowners in our community one day like me. This measure would also make it so developers who wish to profit from developing in our city, which is a great thing. It's the free market. I'm here for it. It would make it so that they bring a tangible benefit to the people who already live here, not the people that we're trying to attract with these new developments. It would make it so that our council is enforcing legislation that, compels our corporate partners to be good citizens as well and provide our service to our citizens and our city as we grow and change. It's not the solution to our housing crisis, but it could be a part of the solution. And I heard someone, I believe Daryl Dogg, say we need to take our time in considering this, but in the time that it's been brought up, I know several developers have already put in their application to get approved for the 8-year tax exemption in the case that it goes away. So the longer we take our time, the more developers are going to come in to try and get under that. And even if we do make the changes, it'll be too late for many projects that are trying to get off the ground right now. So thanks for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Oldfield.